Hello, FBC Salinas. This is Pastor John coming to you with another edition of the Midweek Refresher video, where I desire to do two things. Number one, provide you some information. And number two, provide you some inspiration in the middle of your week. Certainly hope your week is going well. And if not, may this video be a great reminder that our God is with us, that he will carry us through whatever comes our way, all right? So, hey, into the informational portion, and I'm going to try and do this in a chronological order, okay? So the first is this. We have the opportunity once again to go participate in the Ministry of Closer Walk on July 15th. Now, the student ministry is going to be heavily involved in this, and we still need other people to help us. It has been a wonderful experience to build relationships with the people there and to see the interactions that are happening, as well as the fruit of some of those labors. And so if you have questions about Closer Walk, it's on July 15th. We'll meet here around 3:10 in the afternoon, carpool down there, be back here by around 5:30, all right? So if you have any questions about this, please contact Tracy Brown. That is Tracy at fbcsalinas.com. That would be great. So that's the first announcement. Second announcement is this, and I'm already out of chronological order. On July 23rd, we are having an evening service where we get to worship the Lord through song. And part of that experience is going to be with a choir that Adam and Jen Penrose are assembling. And they have rehearsals. And those rehearsals happen on the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd. If you have questions about what's involved in being involved in that choir, please email them at Penrose, Penrose, so Penrose at fbcsalinas.com. Let them know you're interested. They will get you the information that you need for that particular event. All right, so that's number two. Number three is this, July 29th, block party, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. We will have a food truck here. We will have games for all types of folks, all ages. And we will also have a couple events, one involving cakewalk, and that involves cake kits, and that would be frosting as well as one of those Duncan Hines type box cake mixes that you can do. Put those together, that makes a cake kit. That will be great. Give you more information and more specificity on that this upcoming weekend. We are also having a salsa judging contest, and it's a variety of you are very good at making or creating great salsas, and so we want to have a little salsa competition, and so we want to invite you, if you'd like, to make some salsa and bring it here, and we'll test it, and it will be judged, and there will be prizes for the winner, and that would be great. All right, so those are predominantly all the informational things that you need at this time. Now we talk about inspiration. At least I hope it's inspirational. We continue our series in Ephesians, known as The Church is More Than Meets the Eye. And I hope over the course of these number of weeks that we've been looking at Ephesians, you realize that you play an integral part in what Ephesians is talking about. That you are involved in a church, and that we as a church have a huge responsibility in this world to continually bring God's good news to people. And one of the ways that is most effectively communicated is through the way you and I live our lives. And so we come to this place in Ephesians chapter 5, and we pick it up in verse 8, and listen to what Paul says to the Ephesians. He says this, "For you were once darkness, for now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of the light, for the fruit of the light consists in all goodness, righteousness, and truth." Let me say that again. "For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of the light, for the fruit of the light consists in all goodness, righteousness, and truth." The first part of verse 8 is powerful, isn't it? It says this, "For you were once darkness." Notice he doesn't say, "For you were once in the dark." For you were once of the dark. He says, for you were once darkness. Talked about this last Sunday. Our sin is incredibly dark. Our sin is incredibly deep. Our sin needs a remedy, and the only remedy is the grace of Jesus Christ. It's lighting up the darkness. It's entering into our darkness and rescuing us. And I love how Paul does this. And again, I talked about this last Sunday. Paul uses strong language to get across strong points. And this whole experience of being in the darkness, we were really dark. And then he says this, but now you are light in the Lord. I think so often, at least for me, I focus so much in on what I once was that I forget about who I am now. Now I get to be a child of the light of the Lord. You, upon trusting in Jesus Christ, get to be light in the Lord. So often we want to look at the past and we want to trap ourselves there. And yet Paul is saying, no, don't do that anymore. That's who you once were. Now you are light in the Lord. And because we're light in the Lord, that means that we then display that light. We illuminate things around us so that we can see the goodness, that people can see the goodness, the righteousness, and the truth that comes through knowing Jesus Christ. It's my prayer for all of us this week that we would stop living in the past and that we would be in the now, realizing who we are in Jesus Christ and how that changes everything. There you have it. Take some time this week to read Ephesians chapter 5, verses 8 to 20, and we get to unpack the remainder of this great passage this upcoming weekend, this upcoming Sunday. Hope you have a great rest of the day, a great rest of the week, and that you remember that you are now light in the Lord. God bless you. Have a great rest of the day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.